Welcome to this week's edition of Iron Harness Racing Weekend Preview. I'm Paul Ramlow. This Saturday night at Meadowlands Racetrack, 7 Grand Circuit Stakes on the program, highlighted by the $766,000 Meadowlands Pace Final. First off, let's take a quick look at some of the other stakes on that Saturday night card. The Stanley Dancer Memorial for 3-year-old colt and gelding trotters. This is the matchup trotting fans have been waiting for. Jimmy Takter's trio of Nuncio, Father Patrick, and Trixton will all meet up head-to-head for the first time this season. Unfortunately, post positions may be a challenge as Nuncio got the 7, Father Patrick the 9, and Trixton the 12. It's a bulky 12-horse field. It should make for an interesting race. In the Delvin Miller Memorial for 3-year-old filly trotters, two-time world champion Designed to Be from the Julie Miller stable goes head-to-head with Shake It Carry, last season's Dan Patch Award winner and divisional champion. It should be an exciting race as those two tackle the Delvin Miller Memorial. Let's move on, though, to the $766,000 Meadowlands Pace Final. That'll be the featured event on Saturday. The morning line favorite at 2-1 is J.K. End of an Era. He's the North America Cup champion and will be seeking to become the 10th pacer in history to win both the North America Cup and the Meadowlands Pace. Driver Brian Sears offered these comments after his elimination victory.
In this race, one thing about this colt, he doesn't get that tired. He keeps falling forward. So, he can overcome the 9-hole North American Cup. Hopefully he can be strong enough to get it done next week.
The 5-2 second choice on the morning line is He's Watching, last season's Dan Patch Award winner for the top 2-year-old pacing colt in the sport. He also set a lifetime mark in his Meadowlands Pace elimination and comes into this race on a very high note. Let's hear from trainer Dave Maneri and driver Tim Tetrick on He's Watching.
I'm just going to stick with the same kind of plan and turn out every day, train hard, I'm going to leave the rest of it to Tim. We're lucky we get a good post, and we're not coming off 3 weeks. We come back in 7 days. I think we're going to be even better next week.
The horse is versatile. I think he's got really good speed either way I want to use it. So luckily, hopefully I can just work out a really nice trip, either up close or second over again. And you just got to follow the right ones. That's the key to the race.
Third on the morning line at odds of 4-1 is trainer Joe Holloway's Always Be Mickey. Unfortunately, he drew post position 9 for the Meadowlands Pace Final. Still, Holloway is very high on this promising youngster.
He's got a lot of speed, but he's not the easiest horse to deal with. And he steered fairly well there tonight, and he raced well. He can go a tough trip, and he's probably one of the tougher ones that way as far as being able to handle a bad trip. But he is tough to deal with.
The world is full of compromises, but not here. Not on this day, not in this race, not in this sport. Every bet is a hope. Return on investment comes in seconds. This is harness racing. We welcome you to the Harness Racing Fan Zone. See it all for yourself. Feel it in all the passion. Share that experience with others. The Harness Racing Fan Zone puts you in the driver's seat.
This week's edition of Paul's Paddock Picks takes a look at the Meadowlands Pace Final. The 2 elimination winners, J.K. End of an Era and He's Watching, were both very impressive last weekend. I think those two will battle it out for the Meadowlands Pace title. I will pick He's Watching, the trainer Dave Maneri, driver Tim Tetrick, youngster. I think he will be the winner in this Saturday's Meadowlands Pace. J.K. End of an Era could easily win this race, though. However, I'm going to pick him for second. And finishing third, I think it will be Tell It Like It Is. He had to be used hard from post position 7 in his Meadowlands Pace elimination and then finished 5th in the stretch. With an inside post position, I think he'll be strong and right there at the wire. So once again, in this Saturday's Meadowlands Pace, I pick He's Watching to win, J.K. End of an Era to place, and Tell It Like It Is to show. I'm Paul Ramlow for Paul's Paddock Picks. Make sure to watch the Meadowlands Pace this Saturday on CBS Sports Network.